Hello, everyone. This is Douglas Trapasso, your host for 4 Minute Wine. It's been about a month since I've talked to you, and I apologize for that. I've been real busy, been fighting a bug. I took a trip out to Napa, California for a sommelier conference, had my iPhone stolen, so a lot of fun stuff, a little drama over the past few weeks. I'm feeling better now, and I did want to tip you off to a number of Chicago events happening this week. Today is May 10th, 2015. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms in the audience. And these have a few events covering the week ending May 16th, 2015. So I hope you get a chance to check out a couple of these. These look like really cool events. I'm just looking at my notes right now, and I hope you can join me at a couple of them. So the first one I want to mention is this Friday night. It is May 15th. 5:30 for the VIPs, 7 o'clock for the regular crowd like me. It's called Around the World in 80 Sips. It's a Bottle Notes sponsored tasting. That's a website and blog and online retail store. And I've been to a couple of these before. I've been to one here in Chicago and one out in San Francisco. It's a really fun event. They get wines from around the world. Many of them are not available in our home market. So that will be at Studio Paris, 59 West Hubbard, 5:30 for the early show, which is $125. That enables you to stay for the entire evening. The regular cost is $75, and that admits you at 7 p.m. Now, a similar event a little bit south of Studio Paris, which is like in River North area, I believe, is the Wine Riot. They come every year, about the past 7 years here in Chicago at Union Station. And there are going to be 3 Wine Riots this year. Friday night, May 15th at 7, and May 16th at 1 and 7. And the cost for that is $60. I like this event. I've volunteered for it a couple times. It's a little kitschy, I'm going to tell you. It's not super formal. I'm probably way overdressed for the Wine Riot, but they have little breakout sessions during the day and or evening if you go in the evening one about different wine topics, and it's a fun event. It's at Union Station. I've been to a bunch of the wine tastings at Union Station. I think it's one of the best places in the city for a wine event. It's very spread out, plenty of room to sit down, etc. So the third event I'm going to mention is also on May 16th. It's at 2 o'clock, which means you could still go to either the Friday night or Saturday night Wine Riot. This is a wine and food tasting and pairing class. It's at Wildfire, and I will have the address for that in the show notes. It's in River North. It is 2 to 4 o'clock on May 16th. That's Saturday, 2 to 4 p.m., and it is with Wine and Spirits Director Brad Weinberger, and I will have a link to that in the show notes so you can register for it. I need some help with the wine and food pairing, especially when it comes to the sommelier test, because they do ask you a number of questions about that, so I'm definitely going to try to catch that one. This is at Wildfire, and I don't have the actual address here, but I will put that in the show notes. I'm going to close now with a couple of articles I've read recently, which I found very inspiring and interesting. One was from Wine Spectator. Matt Kramer is the author. How do you like to learn? And I love this question because I'm a teacher's kid, and as I'm diving into my wine studies, I wonder, how are people learning about it? Is it more through books? Are more people learning through blogs now or videos such as this? And this is a good overview of just how different the wine education aspect of it has changed over the past generation. So I'd love to get your takes on that. And finally, some practical information, not inspiration, if you are enjoying Alsace wines. This is an article from wine-searcher.com. It's called Alsace Label Laws, Is It Dry? And it's going to discuss a change in the wine laws in Alsace, that dry wines, and Alsace defines that as less than 4 grams of RS per bottle, will be required to be labeled dry as of the 2016 vintage. because that rule was not in a requirement before. And a lot of consumers apparently were getting confused that they were getting an Alsace wine that they expected would be sweeter than they were anticipating. So check that article out. If you're a big Alsace fan, you probably want to be aware of this change starting with the 2016 vintage. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode of 4 Minute Wine, and I will be back next Sunday with more Chicago events and more wine news to share. Have a great week.